Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Bill Stern speaking from Kyle Field on the campus of Texas A&M at College Station in Texas. Mr. and Mrs. America, here is the Agricultural and Mechanical College of Texas, an institution that not only breeds great fighting men, but men who are building a country well worth fighting for.
That's a clip from the 1943 USA/Texas A&M propaganda film, We've Never Been Licked. And by the way, Aggies, if you ever need somebody to, say, name your movies or write them or direct them or star in them, maybe leave that up to us next time. We have schools set up for that sort of thing. Oh, and by the way, Aggies, if you're not familiar, this is the hook. Hey everybody, I'm Andrew Roush, and I love the University of Texas so much that, I just want to march right down to the Capitol and go to our legislators and tell them how important UT really is. As a matter of fact, that's what UT and A&M alums from all over the state did this week at Orange and Maroon Legislative Day. You see, every 2 years during the legislative session, the Texas Exes and its advocacy program, UT Advocates, which you may remember from our recent episode on the Ledge, well, they team up with the Aggie Network, the Aggie Alumni Association, to meet with legislators and tell them the importance of supporting world-class higher education here in Texas. That's right, folks, Aggies and Longhorns, Democrats and Republicans, cats and dogs living together, mass hysteria. Well, not really. As much as it pains me to say this, UT and A&M actually have a lot in common when it comes to legislation. And to learn more about that, we'll see what's going on down at the old Pink Dome. We kick it to our field reporter, Andrew Roush. Andrew?
You fired him.
I guess you're fired, buddy.
What are you
Sorry
talking
about that.
It's gonna...
Fine, I'll do it myself.
So alums from both universities are here now at the Capitol, and they're not just hanging out, trading Aggie jokes or doing whatever Aggies do. They're actually talking with legislators and their staff about the big policy priorities for these two academic juggernauts. And believe it or not, they have a lot in common when it comes to policy, at least. Like base funding. That's provided by a formula, and what the formula is affects how much universities get, not just UT and A&M, but universities all over the state. But you don't have to take my word for it because they're out there talking about it. So let's go see democracy in action. Are you ready? I'm ready. Let's go. USA. Democracy. This way. Come on, Corey.
The day kicked off with resolutions honoring Orange and Maroon Legislative Day. Now, lots of folks were involved, including the presidents of both UT and A&M, and legislators like State Senator and Texas Ex Judith Zaffirini. That's all well and good, but can we really trust Aggies with this weighty civic responsibility? To answer that question, I asked one Aggie to make his pitch.
Collectively, both schools added together have right at 100,000 students and put 25,000 graduates per year into the workplace. For every dollar that is allocated to the universities, A&M and Texas, $18 is impacted on the economy of Texas. So it's a pretty good investment. I don't know anything else you can get that kind of a return on in today's markets anyway.
Not bad, sir, not bad. But do these meetings with legislators really make a difference?
They want to hear from both constituents that may be in their district. They also want to hear from the general public. And they do listen.
Now, just to be safe, not to mention fair and balanced, I talked to a Longhorn volunteer too.
I'm part of this program called Longhorn Advocates. It's an initiative through student government and the Texas Exes. It's a joint effort towards, I'm paired up with one Texas Ex and myself and a state senator. And so pretty much throughout the legislative session, we'll advocate for the University of Texas.
Impressive, but you're a young person. Young people aren't supposed to care. Why do you care?
Like you say in your shows, I love the University of Texas so much that I applied to be Longhorn Advocates because I really believe that what starts here changes the world.
Oh, a fan. Go on.
One of the core values, responsibility, to serve as a catalyst for positive change in Texas and beyond. That's one core value that I really think a lot of students take and run with. And so I want that to continue in UT, and I want that to continue for generations to come.
Well, go get 'em, go-getter. All in all, I'd say it was a big success, and it makes me think that maybe, just maybe, Aggies and Longhorns can work to shape the future of Texas together. Unless we're playing against each other. In that case, Aggie's going down. Sorry. you want to learn more about OMLD, as the cool kids are calling it, and other advocacy-related activities, check out the link to UT Advocates I have provided for you in the description down below, along with 3 UT news stories. You can see what UT researchers are learning about the Greenland ice sheet. You can find out what a UT professor has to say about the future of US-Cuba relations now that that relationship is thawing. Get it? Thaw? Ice? That's the previous one? Okay, yeah. And you can also learn about what Governor Abbott has to say about the Texas Competitive Knowledge Fund. As always, I encourage you to subscribe to The Hook. There's our button on our website, and there's the button on YouTube. And check out the Alcalde, our magazine, and the Texas Exes on all your favorite social media outlets. Until next time, I'm Andrew Roush. Stay hooked. And gigged. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. In the spirit of camaraderie, also stay gigged. But mostly stay hooked.